I had a little bit of some technical difficulties, and I tried to sort this out and all that. But I think I'm getting there. My previous webcam was of very bad quality, so then I had to switch it to my laptop. Few things going on, but anyway, as long as you guys can hear me well, you can see the screen. That's all what matters, right? So okay, so I'm very excited because there were many students who have shown the interest, and many of them contacted me. Good. Right. So let me know in the chat whether you are doing higher or foundation. Just letter H for higher, F for foundation. That will do. This is not the paper that I posted earlier. Well, I've done few papers. I've done predicted paper A, which is one paper. Then I've done grade level 7 to 9 paper. That is a different paper. This is paper B, by the way. Right? Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yeah. For this, there is no paper yet, but I can put a link at the end of the lesson or something. Right? I'm just going to get the questions on the board. That's fine, guys. Yeah. So those who are asking about this, there's no link yet, but I will find it. A few people ask for the link, so I'm just quickly forwarding this, guys. Give me a second. Good. Right. Okay. Now let's get started with the time between the paper A and B. Yeah. So Alex, the paper A and B that I mentioned, so I made 2 predicted papers, right? Now I did the same for paper 1 as well. The reason is there are so many topics that you can sort of use, right? So it's there are so many topics that you can possibly get. So what I do is I try to cover as many possible topics as possible by just doing 2 papers, which is what I did, and it worked really well because in paper 1, 6 questions came very close to what I predicted, right? Now, if I just quickly show you, I'm just going to take this one here. On my channel, here there is predicted paper A for 3rd of June 2026, which is tomorrow. This was uploaded 11 days ago. Now, today, what I'm doing here is paper B, right? So you have 2 papers. Have a look at that. This is different to that one. This is paper 2, paper, yes, Prashini, right? Or you can call it paper B. I called it A and B, so this is B. Now, let's get started. So this paper is mainly aimed for Edexcel higher tier, but obviously there is an overlap between higher and foundation. So if you look at the first 12, 13 questions, that can come up in a foundation paper as well. Then towards the end, we get the higher tier, more higher tier style questions. Now, this is not an extremely hard paper that is aiming at, something unrealistically hard, because, that's not really what you're going to get. So you've seen past papers. A lot of you guys are my students. You've been in my past paper classes where we've done nearly 30 papers. So yes, you will have the recording. I mean, this is just going there, right? Yeah, we are getting started really quickly. So few things I need to quickly tell, right? This one here, I want you to attempt the question. So I'm going to quickly run a timer, guys. This is only going to take like about 2 minutes, and we're going to start with the paper straight, okay? I'm not wasting any time. I just need to quickly make sure what we are doing, right? I don't have a link to the paper. I'm just going to get the questions on the board, and you guys can try it with that, okay? Now, when I get the question on the board, and I'm going to run a timer for about 2 minutes. Those who have been in my past paper classes know, right? So I want you to attempt it first. Then you drop your answer. Whatever the answer you got, send me in the chat. Then you need to use your calculator. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Then I will be walking this through. I'll do the things, right? Now, paper 2 at glance, really quickly, just to show you, you get 24 marks from algebra, and yeah, right? And number 18, geometry 22, and stats and probability 16, right? So some questions that we have seen, I assessed the past papers from the last 5 years. I looked through them. Compound interest and reverse percentages every year. You got a question every year. Simultaneous equations in one of the forms every year. Trig, SOHCAHTOA, sine, cosine every year. Direct and inverse proportions, scatter graphs and correlation, probability tree diagrams, combined events. Now, these things came up 5 out of 5 in the last 5 years, meaning they are very likely to be in your paper tomorrow, right? Right. Those are the things that I need to quickly explain, guys, and we are going to get started. Now, here is the paper. Now, like I said earlier, so this is paper B. So I did paper A earlier. It's on the channel. This is paper B. So here's my small timer, and I'm going to go to each question, then run a timer, depending on how long each question would require. And you guys do it, and then I'll do it. You, then I. You do, I do. Right? Any questions? Thumbs up, or let me know if you understand it. If it's all good. In the chat, guys, thank you. If you understand what we are doing. Right. Question number 1. This is a pretty easy one. You will only need about 1 minute. So 1 minute. Let's get started. You do it, and then I'll do the answer. Thank you. Thank you, DJ, Myron, Ayan. Hello, Ayan. Right. Sanadi, thank you. Alex. Everyone. Zoro. Right. Sorry, guys. My camera is not the best, but I'm just trying to do the best I can with that. Okay. 28 seconds. Now, I know some of my year 10 students are here because I gave you the link, guys. All of these things you've done. There will be certain topics that you have not done towards the end of the stream. Just don't worry too much about them. Do what you can do and you're fine. Time's up. First question is a really easy one, guys. All you need to do is 3.6 times 10 to the power of 5 and divided by, send me the answer. Send me the answer, guys. Once you're done, send me the answer. -2. And I'm just literally going to put it in the calculator. And I got 8 million. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In the standard form, 8 times 10 to the power of 6. Done. Thumbs up if you got this one. A lot of you, I think. Yeah, well done. I'm seeing the same answer. 1,000,006, yes, but if the question says standard form, you need to get 2 marks, so you need to write it in the standard form and not as just it's here, my bad. Yeah. Right. Next question. These are likely exam style questions, guys, or the things we've got in previous papers. So here is a question. I'm just going to give you 2 minutes for this question, everyone. 2 minutes, start. This is 3 marks. Timer is running. Let's do this. Guys, is my screen zoomed in like enough? Can you see it clearly? Yes, yeah. Can you see it clearly, guys? If anyone is on a phone, because how it looks for you guys could be different to mine. Good. Let's do this. Yeah. So, guys, we are starting with this, and then we are making this gradually harder. That's how usually you see this in Edexcel papers. AQA papers are not like that. In AQA, it can be really mixed. Sometimes you get an easy question at the end, hard one in the middle. Edexcel usually make them progressively harder. So I'm kind of mirroring that pattern. Yeah. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I'm just trying to find, I can't, guys, like I said, I'm very new to this one, this live session thing. I try to move my camera from where it is fixed. It is a little difficult for me. I don't know just how to. I was trying to make it a little smaller or something, but I could not find a way to do that. I need to spend some time learning this. Yeah. But instead, I can maybe just move the PDF a little bit, if that helps. Yeah. That will do. 15 seconds more, guys, and I'll do this. Right. And this is Edexcel. Yeah, it's mainly aimed at Edexcel, but guys, Edexcel, AQA, OCR, they all come under the same UK national curriculum, and you're literally learning the same thing. There's a huge overlap. Like, right, we are done. The time's up, actually. Let's have a look. Guys, the time I'm giving you, is that okay? Let me know in the chat. Too much? Too less? Or just about right to decide? Thumbs up maybe if it is all right. Yeah? Good. All right, cool. A bell rings every 18 minutes. Another bell rings every 24 minutes. Both bells ring together at 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. At what time will they next ring together? Somebody tell me, what is this topic? What's this topic? Go on. Yes, yeah, Alex, I'll explain it. Yes, thank you, Zorro. Yeah, I'm seeing the correct answer from a lot of you. It's LCM, isn't it? It's a lowest common multiple. Now, 18 LCM. So let's quickly get the prime factors here. 2 times 9, 3 times 3. I'm done. 24, 2, 12, 2, 6, 2, 3. Now, 18 is equal to 2 times 3 times 3. 24 is equal to 2, 2, 2, 3. Now, let's get the highest common factor. 2 is a common factor. 3 is common. So the highest common factor is 6. Now look, within this, I'm teaching you this HCF LCM thing as well. So how do I get the LCM? You get your highest common factor and you multiply by any leftover things. What are the leftover things? The 3 here, 2 here, 2 here. Okay. So you multiply by 2, 2, 3. So 2 times 3 is 6, times 6 is 36, times 2 is 72. Right. Now, guys, what that means is, right? Yeah, it's a very popular question, like some of you are telling in the chat. Yeah, right? So it's 72 minutes. So in 72 minutes, they will go next together. Now, 72 minutes or 60 minutes is 1 hour. So it's 60 minutes is plus 12 minutes. Okay, so 9 o'clock in 1 hour, it will be 10. So my final answer is 10, 12. Done and dusted. AM. See, that's how it is done. Right? Now, if you want to do this, there's another way. You can literally do 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and 9:18, 9:24, and then 9:36, and 9:48, so on and so forth. Then you get that. They're both the same. Right? Now, guys, just to quickly give you a glimpse of what we are doing, right? If you go to the end of the paper here, we have slightly trickier questions. We have more like real paper questions and all that, right? But we are getting there, right? We are getting there. I'm just showing you because I don't want any of you to get frustrated. They're thinking like, okay, well, the first bit is easy, but that's the whole point. You need to get, I tell this to my students all the time, right? If you get the first 15, 16 questions right, you're going to get a 7. Right? Like if you get all of them right, you can get a 7, right? So do not underestimate the first questions. Okay. Here's the next question, guys. This is the next one. I'm just going to give you 1 minute actually. I might just leave it for a couple of, like, maybe 1 minute and 15 seconds or so. Everybody, let's do this. Go to math. Okay. Any questions you have, you can always ask me in the chat. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, guys. Great. Thank you, Sanudi, for the answer in the chat. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, OS2009. Thank you, Ayan. Okay, I'm getting a lot of correct answers. Right. This is pretty easy, guys. Let's have a look. A car is worth 18,500 pounds. Each year, it decreases by 12%. Now, all you need to do is 18,500 multiplied by the multiplier. Now, this is depreciation. So 100% take away 12% is basically 88%. So my multiplier is 0.88, and I need to raise it to the power of years, which is 3. So 18,500 multiplied by 0.88 cubed on my calculator gives me 12,607.23 something, but to the nearest pound, it will be that. Great. I'm seeing a lot of 12,607 in the chat. That's great, guys. All good. All good. Right. Moving on. Any questions about compound interest stuff so far? Or anything about what we've done so far up to this point? No? No. Right. Let's go to the next one, shall we? Question number 4 is about functions. Okay. Now, this one, there are 3 parts. Guys, is that too small if I leave it like that? Or can you manage? I haven't actually counted the marks exactly on each one. I can, yeah, some of you need to have it larger. Okay. Guys, let me do the first 2 parts first, okay? Otherwise, it's a little, I know some of you might need to see clearly. So let's do that. This is pretty easy, guys. They're both relatively easy. So I'm going to give you again 1 minute. I might give a little bit extra time after that. Go on. Let's do it and send me the answer in the chat. I'm already seeing the answers in the chat. Well done. Do both of them, please. Yeah, do both of them. So look. Thank you. Yeah. I'm getting some incorrect answers for the second one, but I'm getting a lot of correct answers too. Well done, guys. So let's do this. First one. The function f is defined by f of x equals 3x minus 7. Find f of 5. So all you need to do is just substitute. So f of 5 is 3 times 5, take away 7. So 3 times 5 is 15, take away 7 is 8. Easy. I'll write the question here. F of x is 3x minus 7, because when I scroll this up, it will be visible. Yeah, right. Next one, Find the value of x when f of x equals 20. All you need to do is put 20 here. 20 is equal to 3x minus 7. Move it to the other side. 20 add 7 is 27 is equal to 3x divided by 3. Both sides cross cross. Obviously, x is equal to 9, like many of you said. All done. Right, let's do the last part, guys. Find the inverse function of x. I didn't do this. By the way, I know you can't see the top part, so I wrote the question here. So f of x is 3x minus 7. This is what the question said at the top, the bit that you can see right now. Can you see it now, guys? Sorry if some people said it's been keeping cutting. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I'm getting answers. Viral vibes. Thank you, Sanudhi. Good. Yeah, Zain, we are going to harder stuff as we go. Yeah. But this is more like a realistic paper rather than harder questions to start, right? Thank you, Anudhi. Right. I didn't run the timer for this one, but let's quickly do this one. Now, remember, step 1, you replace f of x by y. So y is equal to 3x minus 7. Now, all you need to do is make x the subject. Okay, how do I do that? Move it to the other side. Y add 7 is equal to 3x. Divide by 3, divide by 3, and the 2 3's get cancelled out. Okay, so I get, this is higher. Yeah. Again, like I said, it gets progressively harder as you go. Well, I'll do that, right? Now, so now x is equal to y add 7 over 3. Remember the last step to get the inverse function, guys. You replace your y by x. So you know, like this y here. You just put x instead. So the final answer, x add 7 over 3. Done and dusted. All good, everyone? Any questions? So the steps are replace f of x by y, make x the subject. At the end, just replace y by x. That's it. Right. This one, again, relatively, guys, maybe some of you just joined now, and then some of you are asking about this is a higher tier paper. You do get questions like this. I mean, if you look into the past papers, obviously you can see this. Now we are doing harder questions at the end, like questions like these, and some of these questions, quadratic sequences, some questions like density frustum questions and all that. They are coming up, guys. We are going there, but here's the thing, right? I mean, I've been teaching this for 23 years now. I started teaching in 2003. So many people think the game is what you need to concentrate is on the harder ones. But if you look at all of these easy questions at the beginning, you have so many marks that you can take quite easily. So concentrate on that, right? Because getting this 4 marks is a lot easier than getting 4 marks from question number 15 or 17 for that matter. Yeah. Right. Let's quickly do this, guys. I'm just going to give you 2 minutes here. Let's get started. 2 minutes. Guys, at the end, when we finish it, I will do a Q&A session as well. So if you have any particular things, if you want me to talk to any theory parts, even if you tell me to like really quickly talk you through something, or any particular questions, if you tell me if you'd like to do a question on a particular topic, just let me know. I can do that. I mean, in my computer, I've got loads of questions from many years of teaching. So I can help you with any maths topic. So if you just let me know towards the end, actually, right? First, I'd like to get this paper completed, and then we will take it from there. Good. About a minute left, guys. Thank you. $40. Thank you for the answers, guys. I'm already getting answers from all of you. Yeah. In the exam, do not rush through the first 10-15 question thinking, oh, I'm going to save my time towards the final questions at the end, because in the haste you will make careless mistakes and you are losing your opportunity to get easy marks, right? So you definitely need to do that. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Right, time's up. Let's have a look. Now you have different denominators, but you can't really add them when you have different denominators. So we need to get the same denominator. So how do I do that? I need to multiply this fraction, the first one, by x minus 1, both numerator and denominator. And I'm going to multiply the second fraction by xz2. Right. Now, look, I have the same denominator, right? Sorry, guys. I have the same denominator, which is this, right? See, there and there. So I can just get that to be my common denominator, x minus 1, x at 2. Guys, you can have x at 2 first, x minus 1 first, doesn't make any difference. Now, 3 bracket x minus 1 add 2 bracket x add 2. Just simplify 3 times x, 3x, 3 times negative 1, negative 3, add 2x, add 4. Divided by x minus 1, x add 2, right? I'll look into that in a minute, guys. Give me a second. So we have 3x here, add 2x here, that will be 5x. And I have 4 take away 3, that will be 1 over x minus 1, x add 2. So here is the final answer, guys. Now listen, one might ask, should I just multiply them together? I think that's what some of you are asking, right? No, because the factorized version is simpler than the multiplied out version, the quadratic version. Does that make sense? So this is the simplest version, the simplest form. So if it is, when you multiply them, you can turn it into a quadratic expression, but that is not the simplest form. So always remember, factorized version is simpler. Thumbs up if that's all good, everyone. Yeah, just in the chat, guys. All good. Good. Yeah, you can't really simplify. You can't divide anything. Yeah, just stop that. Literally, that's it. Right, guys. Right, estimated mean is another popular question, guys. I'm trying to make this image as big as possible, also not to. Okay, there you go. Let's have a look. I'm going to give you, in terms of time for this one, I'd say 2 minutes. Everybody, let's do this. No problem, guys. Yeah, happy to help. Happy to help. Right. So, like I said, getting as many marks as possible in the first 15 questions is where you need to really work on this. Okay, because I've been a GCSE examiner since 2016, so 10 years now. Many students lose marks from easy questions. Many, yeah. Yes, it's higher. It is higher. Yes. Like I said, we are still on question number 6, guys. There are 20, so we'll make them harder progressively. Yeah. Thank you, guys. I'm already seeing the answers. Thank you, Aiden. Thank you. Yeah. I wouldn't round it because it's only one decimal place. I'd rather leave it like that. Okay. If you want, you can round it, but at least make sure you write the thing. Grace, this question is not about median, know where it lies. Your answer kind of looks like you answered that one. This is about the estimated mean. Yeah. About 20 seconds left, guys, and I'm going to talk this through in a bit. Any particular styles of questions you need help on, you can ask me, especially towards the end, because my other students previously, some people asked me about certain question types. Right, time's up, guys. Let's have a look. Now, the table shows information about the time in minutes taken by some students to complete a test. Now, guys, here's the thing. We know the time as a range from 0 to 10, but we don't know the exact time taken. But if you were to guess, if you said, okay, I can do this between 0 to 10 minutes, you'd say, well, you can probably do it in about 5, half midpoint, isn't it? Get the midpoint. But if I tell my students are between the ages 10 to 20, well, on average, it's like 15. So you go to the midpoint. 25, midpoint, 35, midpoint, 45, midpoint. Now we need to add another column, guys, here. And all we need to do is multiply the midpoint by frequency. So 5 times 6 is 30, 15 times 14, 210. And just do the multiplication, guys. Do it like that. 450, 35 times 9 is 350, take away 35, that is 315. 45 times 3 is 135. So let's add them up. 30 add 2. I got 1,140. Now, guys, remember, this is what you do. You need to add the frequency column. 16 at 420 at 18, 38 at 9, 47 at 350. Now what you need to do to find the estimated mean, you get the sigma effects, you call it, the sum of this last column, and you divide it by the sum of this first column. Right? Remember this, guys. 1,140 divided by 50, and I get the answer as 22.8. Right? That's it. Done. Right? Yeah, I will zoom in a little bit. Yeah, of course. Yeah. 22.8. Yeah. Done. Right. Let's try this question. Right. Yeah. And guys, yes, I understand some of you are quite eager to go to the harder questions. Yes. We are doing them. We are still on question number 7. Okay. And also, there's another option as well. I will tell you. In 2023, there was a question like this one, and I didn't get that many correct. I mean, I've seen many students struggle with that question. Let's quickly do this one, guys. Yeah, let's quickly do this. I also have a few other options that I can show you, right? Let's get started. 2 minutes. And if you look at your past papers, again, like take any GCSE past paper, the questions sort of start at certain level of difficulty and they get harder. And the easiest way is get 100% of the marks in the first 15 questions, 15, 16, around there. Because that will get you the 7 like straight. Okay, right. Send me the answer, guys, please, in the chat. You will get to a level 7 if you get pretty much like the first 16, 15, 16 questions right, like 100%. Yeah, like everything right though. That's the thing, right? What many students do, because they are so concerned about questions towards the end, they rush through the first questions and they make loads of careless mistakes along the way. And they go to the very end and they struggle with them because they're actually hard. Now, what happens? They've lost marks at the front because they rushed. They've lost mark at the end because that was actually hard. So you lost marks across the whole paper, right? Which the what I'm saying sometimes might kind of sound a little bit backwards, but that's just how it is, right? Yeah, but do not, like, I'm not saying not like spend too much time on that on the first 15 questions either, right? Like not unreasonable amount of time, but you also shouldn't like go to it too much, right? Good. That's enough time, guys. Time's up. Actually, can I see the answers in the chat? I didn't get that many answers for this question. Thank you, Ayan. Yes. Okay. This question is one of those questions that people struggle. Not exactly this question. There was a question about, I think it was about carrots and some other vegetable question that people struggle with this. Who struggle with this question? Let me know if you need some help. Yeah, don't worry about like reverse engineering the answer or something. Yeah, it's one of those questions. Right, listen up, guys. I'm going to quickly explain this to you. Okay. Right, thank you. A school buys some just before we go through this, guys, this is what I'm talking about, right? A question, an innocent looking question sometimes, but people find them a bit harder than they think it is, right? So just let me know when you saw this question, you were like in your head, if you thought, yes, I can do it, but then when you started doing it, you found this a little tricky. Who had that as the experience? I mean, it's not really uncommon. I'm just asking. Anyone? Just raise your hand or something. I don't know. Just in the chat. Yeah, it happens, right? It's one of those questions. So let me fix it, okay? Listen, a school buys some calculators and some rulers. The ratio of the number of calculators to the number of ruler is 3:5. Each calculator costs £8 and 40 pence. Each ruler costs £1.20. The total cost is 156, and work out the number of calculators bought. Now, many students try to split this in the ratio 3:5, 156 or something. That's not how it is done. I'll tell you why. Listen, I can make you understand this, guys, okay? Eyes on the board. Now, listen, when they say the ratio is 3:5, it doesn't mean they're buying 3 calculators and 5 rulers. It could be 30 and 50. It could be 300 and 500. It could be, any 60 and 100, something like that, right? So it is some sort of a multiple of 3 and 5. All right. So I don't know the multiple. That's the thing, right? So let's call it rulers. Is it calculators? There is a number of calculators to rulers. Okay. Calculators is to rulers are in the ratio 3:5. Now the real number, let's call it 3 times x and 5 times x. That could be x could be 10, x could be 20, x could be 100. I don't know, something. Now, this 3 is the simplified version. 3x is the number of calculators. Okay, each calculator is 840. So £8 and 40 pence multiplied by 3x is the cost of all the calculators. Plus, Each ruler is a pound 20. I think I allocated 4 marks for it. Yeah. A pound 20 multiplied by 5x. Now the total, it is 4, yes, guys, it's 4 marks, yeah, is 156. Now let's do this one. 8.4 times 3, which is 25.2x. Add 120 times 5 is 6x equals 156. So you get 31.2x is equal to 156. So 156 divided by answer gives me x is 5. Oh, right. So if x is 5, how many calculators, guys? 3 times 5. Final answer 15. Done and dusted. Who got this now? Thumbs up if you understand it. It's easier than it looks. I mean, yeah, if you properly figure out what to do. Yeah. How 4 marks, guys? 4 marks. Yeah. Any questions about this question? Great. Okay. There was a question in 2023, very similar to this. Okay, cool. That's it. Done, guys. Alex, yeah, there are other questions as well, but let me get through the paper first, right? And if you go to the channel, there are loads of exam sprint questions. There are loads of them. So let me just, who is confused? So let me quickly say it again. 3 to 5, there is some multiplier associated with it. So you call it 3x and 5x. Now you have 3x calculators, each 840. So 840 times 3x, add 5x rulers, 120 times 5x equals 156. Do the normal maths. You get x equals 5. Oh, right. So then 3 times x. So the actual number of calculators is 15. Done. That's it. Sorted. Right. Moving on, guys. Beautiful question, right? Seeing this question, I think so you guys can do this question, but there's also something that I might be able to tweak. I might be able to, help you with, or just, right. This question is again 4 marks, guys. This is to do with velocity time graphs. So I'm going to give you 2 minutes again. Let's do it. There are about 5 topics that you get in both physics and maths, right? Speed, distance, time graphs, velocity time graphs, density equals mass over volume, pressure is equal to force over area. Those 5 you get in both physics and maths. Yeah. So this is one of them, guys. Okay, Alex, I'll try and zoom in a little bit. Better? So yeah, thank you, guys. I'm just looking at the stuff in the chat now. About so these are like some of the possible topics that you can get in the exam, but to get the full picture, there is a predicted paper A, and also there's another one. I'll show you. There are 3 things that you need to look at to get the full picture, right? And you'll see how that works. I did the same for paper 1. You can go back. Obviously, I published them before your paper 1. There were 6 questions. It's very similar to what I predicted. I mean, if you want to see, I can quickly show you. Let me see if I can find this actually while we are doing this. Yeah, time's up. Guys, just to quickly show you what I meant by this here. This is what I predicted for paper 1. My prediction on the right hand side, 2x squared minus 7x minus 15. This is the real question you got. Then I predicted in my first paper y equals x squared minus 6x minus 7, the completing the square, and you got x squared plus 8x plus 22. Then I predicted 2x minus 3 to this triple brackets, and you got this triple bracket. And I predicted PQR, 3 solids areas given that volume thing, and you got this question. I'm sure you guys recognize the question on the left hand side. And I predicted 0.23 as a fraction, show working. Look at this one. Express 0.346 as a fraction, you must show all your working. That was a real exam question on the left-hand side. And I predicted the exact value of sine 30 times this one. Real question here. Find the value of sine 30. Write down the value of sine 30. So, yeah, they do work. So, how do we do that? Because there is a pattern. It's not really... Yeah, that's the point, Grace, really, right? It's basically the same stuff, right? So if you just do like this thing, if you could just do it like that, you can do that. But for paper 2, we can do it better because we've seen paper 1 now, right? I'll tell you more about this, guys. There are 3 papers that I've done that you need to look at. This is one of them, okay? So, come on. Let's have a look. A cyclist travels along a straight road for the first 12 seconds. Okay, let's mark the information. 12 seconds here. Accelerates uniformly to rest, from rest to 8. Okay, that one here is 8. All right. The cyclist then travels at 8 for 20 seconds. So 20 seconds on top of 12, that should be 32. This gap here is 20. All right. Finally, the cyclist decelerates uniformly to rest in 8 seconds. That's 40 seconds there. 32 and 8 is that. Right. Good. Now, right. Now, tell me, how do you find the distance traveled from a speed time graph? Go on in the chat, everybody. Go on. How do you find the distance from a speed time graph? Yes, Grace, there have been similar questions a lot. This one I made it, but yeah, it's a common question, common type. Okay, yes, the area under the graph, isn't it? Right. Now in the chat, tell me, how would you find the area of this one? In the chat, go on. Yes, how would you do that? Now, what many people do is they find the area of the triangle, area of the rectangle, and the area of this one. But what I would say is, why not just treat it as a trapezium, guys? Area is A at B divided by 2 times H. So A is 20, B is 40, because from here to here, it's 20. From here to here, it's 40. Divided by 2, multiplied by perpendicular height is 8. Okay, so 40 and 20 is 60 divided by 2 is 30 times 8 is 240 meters, done and dusted. Yeah. Relux, you forgot to half it, I think. 240. Now listen, who tried to do, who did it the long way, and who feels like this is actually saving your time now? If you've got the same answer, right, but doing each bit, right, but just use the whole thing as a, just one trapezium and do it. Can you see, right? Save your time, guys, right? Small things, but yeah, well done, great. Any questions? No, right. Beautiful question again. Let's do this. Question number 9, and this one is 4 marks. I'm zooming in, guys. Some of you could be on mobile, so I'm just zooming in. It's 4 marks, by the way. I'm just telling you. Everybody, let's give it a try. It's not really a hard one. Let me give you 3 minutes for this one. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, this one is probably in the higher paper. Okay, right. But there are a few other questions, guys, as well, right after this one that you will see that can come in the um, foundation paper. So hang on. Give it a try, guys. It's okay. Yeah? Let's try. Yeah. Good. Yeah. For the previous question, yes, I can see people are still talking about like you can do the three parts separately. Of course, you can, but if you just think about it, you can do it with at once by considering this as a trapezium. But either way, guys, that's the beauty of these things. You get the correct answers, isn't it? Yeah. Right, so that's what matters. Do this question, everybody. While you are doing this, if you have any particular topics that you feel like you might need some help on, just let me know. For example, I remember earlier I do this year 10 free live lesson every week, every Tuesday from 5:15 to 5:55, and some of you, the people who are there could be here now, and ask like, how do you? The question was, how do you? They wanted to know the compound interest questions where the final value is given, but the percentage is not given. How to do that? So we did a question like that. So like that, if you have anything in particular, just ask me, guys. Yeah. Good. 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 Yes. FN selectro. Yes. Drawing a rough sketch is definitely helpful. I'll do the same. Yeah. Of course. Perfect. Yeah. And yeah, I started this channel some time ago, but I actually started doing videos properly about a year ago, something like that. Yeah. So I was on last year, um, April. I had about 1,200 subs or something. So it grew quite fast actually to 72 just recently. So yeah, thank you. Yeah, algebraic fractions, there are multiple variations of that we show, but if there's anything in particular in mind, do let me know. I can do this towards the end, of course. Yeah. Guys, once you figure out the answer, do let me know. Yeah. Aiden, I got the right answer. Great. Thank you. Uh, yes, I will. I mean, I don't really have a mark scheme as such, but I can give you my work solutions if that helps for those who are asking. Yeah. I mean, what's on the board? Basically, the PDF that I'm filling up, I can literally save it. Right. The time's up, guys. I think. Let's have a look, shall we? The circle has the equation x squared plus y squared equals 25. Okay, let's draw this, guys. A rough sketch. Okay. So, y-axis, x-axis. So 25 is r squared. So that's 5. That's 5. That's negative 5. That's negative 5. The point P, 3, 4 lies on the circle. Okay. 3 and 4. Okay. Now, this is your point P. The question is, find the equation of the tangent to the circle at P. Okay, let's do that. So I'm going to draw the tangent. Sorry, guys, it's kind of crooked, I know. Right, let's say this is it's meant to be a straight line, yeah? Right. Find the equation of that tangent. Okay, right. I'm first going to connect this point to that point. Now I can easily find the gradient of the radius. How do I do that? 4 over 3, right? Change in y over change in x. However, yeah, that's it, just 4 over 3. right? Now I need to find the gradient of the perpendicular line. How do you find the gradient of the perpendicular line, guys? Send me in the chat. Well, there's a phrase, you like 2 words that you can memorize. How do I find? Reciprocal, yes. There's another word before that, Alex. Negative reciprocal. Thank you, Halia. Thank you, Anudhi. Yeah, negative reciprocal, isn't it? So the gradient of this line is negative, and you take the reciprocal. 3 goes to the top, 4 comes down, is negative 3 over 4. Okay. Now I know the straight line has the equation y is equal to mx plus c. Now I need to have some y values and x values on my straight line to get the answer. Now look, can you see this is my y value here, 4? That's on my line. Okay, I'm going to put 4 for y. And this 3 here is my x value. All right. And this negative 3 over 4 is my gradient. Oh, all I need to do is look at the color coding. Just put them in and you'll get the answer. Let's do that, shall we? Y. 4 is equal to negative 3 over 4 multiplied by 3 add c. Let's simplify this. 4 is equal to negative 9 over 4, because 3 times 3, 9 over 4, add c. Move it to the other side. So that goes to the other side. So your c here is 4 add 9 over 4, that is 16 and 9, 25 over 4. You can use a calculator, guys, right? Right, that's your c. All right, so what's my answer now? The equation is y is equal to negative 3 over 4x plus 25 over 4. Done and dusted. Negative 3/4 6 plus 25 over 4. There you go. Right, you got this right. Tom, thumbs up or send me something. Yeah. No, that's probably, yeah, just thank you, Alex, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, okay, well done, Sanish. Yeah. Yeah. Half of it right. Guys, you'll always get part marks for these questions, okay? So do not worry about, okay, I didn't get the whole thing right. Well, you'll get some marks. If you figure out the gradient, you'll get a mark. If you figure out the positive, negative reciprocal, the other one, you get a mark. If you get your C, you get a mark. Then the final one, okay? So you will always get some marks, guys. So please don't worry about it too much, okay? Well done anyway. There you go. How do you get C? Ayan, what you need to do, you need to substitute 4 for y, 3 for x, negative 3/4 for m, and you just do your normal math from there. Yeah? Okay, that's it. Yeah, Sahib, similar volume stuff. I think there's a similar area volume question in paper 1. Is less likely to come up in this one. Less likely. Yeah? Right. Okay, guys, let's have a look. All right. This is 1 minute. Everybody, let's do it. I might be giving slightly less time today, guys. If you are used to, in our past paper class, what we've been doing, I've been giving a little bit more time, but, this is the day before the exam. So, yes, I will zoom in a little bit. Better? There you go. Yeah, that particular question, yes, there are some questions where you can do it without using the formula, yes. Yes, pressure equals force over area. Yeah. But Grace, I think you need to know that for physics as well. So yeah, force over area. Sunny shine. Think about units. Units, guys. I think I'm getting a lot of you coming up with the incorrect answer because of the units. Yeah. Well done. I think Aaron. Yeah. Guys, a lot of you are getting one. One is not the answer because of the unit conversions. Yeah. Yeah, you need to convert centimeters to meters. Again, people forget these things, right? Yeah. Okay. Right. Let's have a look, guys. A rectangular block has a weight 84 newtons. Now, this is your force. Remember, force is measured in newtons, right? The block rests on a face with length 12 and width 7. Work out the pressure in newtons per meter squared. Okay. The formula for pressure is force over area. My force is 84. What's the area? Now, I need to convert centimeters to meters, so you divide it by 100, isn't it? So that's 0.12 multiplied by 7 divided by 100 is 0.07. So I can tell you the answer. I think it's 110,000. Let's try it in the calculator. 84 at the top, 0.12 times 0.07 gives you 10,000 pascals, is the same as newtons per meter square. Right. I think a lot of you made some mistakes here, right? Because of the unit conversions. Some of you, those who got 100, did not convert both units. Maybe you did 12 times 7 and divided by 100 at the end. Yeah? Do you understand it now, guys? Let me know in the chat. Are you okay with this particular question? Hello? Alex, there are 5 topics that you get in both physics and maths. So density, pressure, velocity time graphs, dt graphs, density, pressure, speed equals distance over time. Yeah, you get it in both. Right. So how do you convert square meters, square centimeters to square meters? So look at this one. Yeah. Now imagine you have a piece of paper, a meter long, a meter wide. I'm explaining that visual. This is the answer, right? Now, in centimeters, this is 100 centimeters by 100 centimeters. So, what's the area of this in meters? 1 times 1 meter squared. What is in centimeters squared? 100 times 100, 10,000 centimeters squared. But we are referring to the same shape. So, they're equal, aren't they? Hello? So 1 square meter is 10,000 square centimeters, not 100. Let me know in the chat if that's okay. Hello? This is something that many people kind of mix up, guys. So if you wanted to do like 12 times 7 first, then you don't divide by 100, you divide by 10,000. We show that would give you 10,000 as the answer. Does that make sense? Yeah? Those who got 100 as the answer made that exact mistake. Yeah? Well done, well done. Good. Happy to help, guys. No problem. Moving on. Right. Question number 11. Not a hard question, guys. I'm just going to give you 2 minutes. Let's quickly do this. Go. Box plots. Hadia, we are unlikely to get because there was a circle theorem proof as the last question on paper 1. What I think is, if they're going to do any circle theorems, they'll probably give you a question that is sort of heavy with other geometric properties, and they might incorporate something like that. Okay, that's the likely one, rather than one that is completely on circle theorems. Guys, there are no tiny boxes. It's not you can't see it. Just take your best guess. Okay. I made these images myself, so yeah, there are no tiny squares, guys. Just take your guess. Just like you can see 15 here, 20 here. Just go with take your best guess. But in the real exam, you will have the tiny squares. I just didn't put them, guys. They're not there. Okay, they're not there, so don't worry too much about this. Good. Thank you, guys. Yeah. Good. Yeah, I think we are good. We are on question number 11, and it's 7:07. We have time, and we are doing more questions. So the good questions are left. They're coming up. That's pretty good. Thank you, Sanadi. Thank you, Shritika. Yeah, Ilya. Good. Right, guys, time's up. Let's have a look. Now, what is the interquartile range? So you find the value here, and find the value here. Just give them away, right? I think they kind of look like this is about 18, I would say. This is about 31. So listen, if you thought it's 32 and 19 or something, it's not a problem, guys, right? Please don't worry about it. Whatever you saw, if you did what I did, and if your answer is 1 or 2 off, please don't worry about it, because that won't be a problem in the real exam anyway, right? So 31 take away 18, so the answer is 13 here. Yeah, if you got the 14 or 12, again, no problem, right? Okay, next one. Find the range. So the smallest value here, the largest value is 40. The smallest value, to me, it looks like 12 again. So the range is 40 take away 12. So that will be 28. Again, if you got 27, yeah, like Alex, that's okay. Yeah, it's an estimate. I'm just approximately reading it from here. Explain why the interquartile range is a better measure of spread than the range for this data. Now, guys, here's the thing. This is a popular exam question. Thank you. I just saw only one answer for this one. Alex, you get these questions, like, did you do? I mean, it's not really difficult, right? Yeah, I will. Okay. So why is it a better measure? Because we can have, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it focuses on the central 50% sanity. I agree with that. So let's say, so what we can do is, let me type an answer here. Yeah. So the interquartile range is less affected by outliers. Now, let's say this is about the plant height, right? There could be one short plant, or there could be one really tall plant. And if you take the range, right, that is affected. However, if you take the interquartile range, here we have the middle 50%, that gives a better idea about this one, right? So I can say, so it gives a better measure of spread of something like that. So in this context, we can say interquartile range is less affected by outliers, so it gives a better measure of spread for the typical plant height. So that is, we can say most plants, 50% of the plants are between 18 to 31 centimeters. Yeah, is that all right, guys? Everybody? Good. All right, moving on. Right. Another question about this perpendicular lines and finding the equation and stuff. Right, let's try this one, guys. I'm going to give you 2 minutes for this one. Let's do it. Question number 12. Yeah, everyone. Yeah, good. So finding the equation of the line when points are given, and sometimes just using that to work out the gradient, and then it's a relatively easy question, guys. Let's do that. But you do get questions like this all the time. So one of the things you can get with perpendicular lines is the circle and tangent thing, like I did earlier, and here's the other variation. So they are both quite likely, guys. Thank you, Aiden, for your answer. It's possibly right. Okay, I'm getting. Okay, you retracted. You possibly, yeah, I think you made a mistake on the. Yeah. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Sanudi. Thank you, Relux. Hadia. Yeah. Okay. Right. Getting there, guys. 10 seconds, and I'll do it. Right. Now, the line L passes through the points 2, 7, okay, 2, 7, and 8, -5. So, this is your line, roughly, right? Not a good line, guys, but you get the point. Right. Line M is perpendicular to this and passes through the point 4, 3. Okay, so you should use a different color here. So 4, 3. All right. This is the perpendicular line. Thumbs up if you understand my diagram, guys. That is the line M. Right. Now, I need to first work out the gradient of the blue line, which is quite easy. All I need to do is get delta y over delta x. So let's do that. So for the blue line, the gradient is change in y is from 7 to -5. So that's 7 up to 0 and 5 below that. That's 12 over, it goes from 2 to 8, that is 6. 12 divided by 6 is 2, guys. However, that line is going down, so the gradient is -2, right? So that is the gradient of this line. Now, what is the gradient of the other line? This line. That will be the negative reciprocal, so it is positive half, right? M is half. You got this one right, guys? Half as the gradient. Now, all you need to do is y is equal to mx plus c, like before. So, what's your y value? I'm going to use a color coding here. Your y value is 3. So, I'm going to put 3 here. and your x value is 4, and I'm going to put 4 here, and your gradient is sorry guys, your gradient is and I'm going to run that one here. So let me just do the let me just put this one here, guys. So 3 is equal to half times 4 at C. 3 is equal to half of 4 is 2 at C. Obviously, C is equal to 1. Now, what's the equation? Y is equal to half x at 1. Done. I'm going to zoom out so you guys can see the full working. There you go. Half x at 1. Thumbs up if you got this right. Maybe a similar question we did previously, but yeah. There you go. That's it. Done. Questions, guys? Anyone? No. Moving on. Question number 13. I will try and zoom this in a little bit more. Right, guys. Can you manage to see it? It's just free on YouTube, Edexcel. So whatever I do, I'll just put it on YouTube, and it's free. So just access it. Yeah. Right, everybody. Is that okay? You can, yeah, that's large enough. Okay, let's do this one. I'm going to give you again 2 minutes. I'm kind of making a little tight today, but let's do that. Yeah, I've been a teacher for a very long time. Actually, I taught in Harrow for the past 7 years. Past 7 years, I was in Harrow, but I'm now teaching in a college in Aylesbury. I've been in multiple places in central London. I taught in Whitechapel for a little while. Yeah. Thank you guys for sending the answers. Good. Another minute or so, and then we'll discuss. Send me the answers when you're done, yeah? Thank you, Priyan, Divani. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Yes, Sayan. Yes, Sanadi. Good. Yeah. 10 seconds. Yeah. Well done. Hands up. Let's have a look. A new phone loses value each year. The value of the phone is modeled by V equals 1200 times 0.82 to the power 82 raised to the power of n. Find the value of the phone after 3 years. Now, this is really easy, guys. All you need to do is 1200 multiplied by 0.82 cubed. So just take your calculator, 1200 times 0.82 cubed, and you hit the equal button, and you get 661 pounds and 64 pence. Guys, remember, if it is money, unless the question says to the nearest pound, go for 2 dp, because just money. Yeah. So that's it. So 661 pounds and 64 pence. Find the first year in which the value of the phone is less than 500 pounds. Now, you don't really need to do the calculation because you have the graph. So 500 is here. If you go there, go there, go there, you can clearly see it becomes 500 pounds in 4 years and a bit. But after how many years will it be less than 500? As a whole number, it's 5 years. After 5 years. Thumbs up if you understand it. Yeah? Yeah? All good? Great. Describe the effect on the graph if the value of 0.82 is changed to 0.9295. Now, guys, what that really means is, yeah, where do you get 0.82 is 82%. So that means the value of the phone becomes 82% after a year. If it is 0.95, that means it preserves the value better. So the graph will be sort of like that above. Thumbs up if you understand my point. Oh, yeah? Is that okay? Yeah? So that is the point, right? So let's write this down. This is, I think, what a mark scheme answer would look like. The graph would lie. The graph would decrease more slowly because it's on 95% of the value is preserved now and lie above the original path. Does that make sense, guys? Any questions? Anyone? Any doubts? Questions? Anything? Yeah? Anybody? That's it. Right. Great. Right. Well done. Moving on. This is an easy question, but you get questions like this. Who remembers this population kind of questions? Gone? Yeah? Say yes if you've seen questions like this before and you remember. Come on, guys, focus on the paper. Come on. Yeah, well done. Well done. Capture, recapture. Yeah, that's what it is. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's actually quite easy, guys. Okay. Right. Let's try this one, shall we? Come on. You only need a minute for this one, actually. It's quite easy. Minute, start. Let's do it. Abdul, it's high tier. Yeah. And in fact, we are getting to the last part of the paper where we do more higher tier stuff. Some questions to do with cosine rule, sine rule, some slightly trickier questions on that. Yeah. Go on. Thank you, guys. I'm already getting the answers. That's so easy, this one. Yeah. If you know what to do, it's pretty easy. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. 20 seconds and I'll do it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well done. I'm getting loads of correct answers. That's really good. Right, guys. Thumbs up. Now, in a question like this is what you do. A scientist wants to estimate the number of fish in a lake. She catches 60 fish, marks them, and releases them back into the lake. Now, let's say the total number of fish in the lake is X. You don't know the exact number, call it X, right? Now, 60 fish out of X have been marked now, right? Now, next day, she catches 75 fish, out of which 12 were marked. There were marks on 12, so 12 out of 75 were marked. All you need to do is just simplify this, guys, right? So X is equal to 60 times 75 divided by 12. 60 divided by 12 is 5. 5 times 75 is half of 750. 375 done. 375 done and dusted. All good, guys? Thumbs up? Or yeah? So if you want to kind of think of this like a formula, you can do marked fish divided by total fish is equal to marked in sample, which is what you get after, in your second catch, divided by sample size. I'm not a big fan of using the formula, guys. If you remember, that's not how I teach in classes as well. You just know these two things are equal, but if you want to use the formula, you can use it something like that. Any questions before we go to the next one? Yes, capture and recapture could come up. Yeah, if they've asked this in the past, so possible question. Great. Yeah, that's the thing, because sometimes people don't do these questions enough, and then that could be a problem. Yeah, and grade boundaries we can't really say, because it is something depends on how you guys do this one, and plus it's completely beyond your control, guys. Just do your best, I would say. Yeah, right, done. Moving on. This is another ratio question that you get. It's not a hard question, but again, sometimes people struggle with this. Sometimes. No, I'm not saying everybody, but some people do. So can everybody quickly try this question? Let's do it. Going to give you 2 minutes on that one, and we will check answers in the chat when you're done. Go. Do it. Send me the answer in the chat. Right, Vishal, I don't think I have any algebraic fractions questions in this particular paper after that, but I have that in another place. I'll show that to you guys. Okay. Good. We are going to the last couple of questions, guys, now. Didn't get the correct answer yet from anyone, so just waiting for it now. Again, this is also a little bit trickier than what most people think. Yeah. Let's do it. Yeah, I mean, read the question very carefully, and you will need to break it down into small manageable chunks. That's really what you can do. I already seen the correct answer from few of you. Good. No, there are a few other things, Alex. I will tell them what to do after this, right? There are 3 things that I want you to, I've done 3 bits for tomorrow's predicted, but I'll try and finish it by in the next half an hour. Right, time's up, guys. Right, this is a good question. I got less answers for this one, by the way. I got some answers, but not many. So let's have a look. A and B share some money in the ratio 5:3. Now, here's the thing. 5 and 3 is not the exact amount of money. It could be 50 and 30, 500 and 300, but I don't know what the exact amount is. So let's say A's amount is 5x and B's amount is 3x. This x is the multiplier. Now, A gives 18 pounds to B. Okay. Now, after giving 18 pounds to B, A had 5x. A lost 18 pounds. B had 3x and B gained 18 pounds. Okay. The ratio of A to B now is 7:6. Now, because of this shuffling of money is being transferred between the two, the ratio now changed from 7:6. Work out how much money they shared altogether. Now, guys, the ratio between this algebraic expression to this is the same as this one to this. Okay. Now, let's write this. 5x minus 18 divided by 7 is equal to 3x and 18 divided by 6. Now listen, if you ask me like why it is so, here's why. Imagine you have like a completely different question. Yeah, this is not even this question. Let's say you got 800 to 300. So simplified version is 8:3. So I can tell 800 divided by 8 is the same as 300 divided by 3. Like that, 5x minus 18 over 7 is 3x plus 18 over 6. Let me know if you understood it well in the chat, guys. Usually this example fixes it. Those who don't realize it straight away when you start. Yeah, I got the correct answer from Lofi now. Yeah. Now the rest is really algebraic fractions, guys, cross multiplication here. So all you need to do is 6 brackets 5x take away 18 is equal to 7 brackets 3x and 18. And the rest is just normal maths really. 6 times 5 is 30x. Take away 6 times 18 is 60 and 48, 108 is equal to 21x plus 70 and 56, 126. Move it, you get 30x take away 21x is 9x is equal to 126, 234. So divide it, you get 26. Oh, right. So x is 26. Now, what's the question, guys? The question is how much money they shared together. Okay. So, listen. This is again something that people are making mistakes on, right? 5x for A, 3x for B, all together, that's 8x, isn't it? Okay. 8x is what they had. 8 times 26, which is 160, 208 pounds. Done. Well done, those who got 208. Good. Let me know if you understand it now, guys. Let me know in the chat. Yes, if you understand this one. Right? It's a really good question. Again, some people like make mistakes on this. Seen it a lot of times. Yeah. Any questions, anyone? If you have any doubts, ask me. Okay. Take a screenshot, obviously, and this will go on the channel as well. You will have access to this anyway. Okay. Good. So basically, what I've done, right, very briefly, for those who are asking me again. So 5 and 3 is the ratio, but there is some sort of a multiplier associated with it. So I call it 5x and 3x. Now, A gave 18 pounds to B. So A lost 18 pounds, B gained 18 pounds. So take away 18 here, plus 18 here. The new ratio is 7:6. So the ratio between these two and these two are the same. So 5x minus 18 over 7 is equal to 3x and 18 over 6. Cross multiplication, and you get the answer for x as 26. When x is 26, obviously 5x add 3x is the total amount, which is 8x, which is 8 times 26, 208. That's it, done. Yeah. You divide because the ratio is the same, isn't it? Between this and this and this and this is the same. So just to simplify. Right. Question number 16. Not a hard question, but you get questions like this a lot. Okay. Let's try this one, guys. I'm going to give you a minute for this. 1 minute, guys. Let's do it. 1 minute. Good. Guys, there are loads of other questions on my there's a thing called exam sprint. Each question is like 3 minutes, 4 minutes. I'll show you where it is at the end. So if anybody wants to try more questions, so basically you'll see my question and explanation, 3 minutes or 4 minutes. For most videos are 3 to 4 minutes. There are a couple of long ones, but the longest is like 15. All the others are pretty short, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. So I'll tell you how to use that actually right after, towards the end of the lesson, I'll mention this. Time's up. Let's have a look, guys. Simplify this. Now, I can see there's 3 times 2 at the top. So I'm going to cross those 2 with my 6 here. Yeah, because 3 times 2 is 6. And I have a 6 in the denominator. They get cancelled out. Now, let's look at your x terms. Here we have x squared. Here we have x to the power of -4. And look at your y terms. Y cubed, y to the power of -3, and y to the power of 5. Now let's simplify them, because in the denominator I have only one x and one y. So I'm not bothered about that. Just leave it like that. Like y is y to the power of 1. Sometimes it helps to write that 1 there. And at the top you got x squared, x to the power of -4. That's x to the power of -2. So how is it -2? Because 2 take away 4. Y to the power of, we have 5, take away 3, that's 2. Right. Now when you divide, you take away. So x to the power of -2 take away -1. See, when you divide, you take away, and there's a -1. And y to the power of 2 take away 1, 2 minus 1. Okay, that's x to the power of -2 and 1, y to the power of just 1. Okay, now that's x to the power of -1, y to the power of 1. Now the question says give it in the form a, y, m, x, n. Okay, so I need to get this x to the denominator. Now guys, remember the index law that says x to the power of -n is 1 over x to the power of n. Remember this? This is an index law, right? One of the index laws. In fact, if you want to really quickly see all the index laws, I have this in my summary. Let me quickly show you while we are at it. Just give me a second. I think some of you already have this one. I've given this in the classes. There you go, guys. This is it. So if you want to take a screenshot, please take one. So this is basically all the index laws you need to know for GCSE Maths. Yeah. So when you multiply, you add them. When you divide, you take away. Power of a power, you raise it to the power. X to the power of -a is 1 over x to the power of a, and this is the opposite of that. X over y to the power of -a is the same as y over x to the power of a, and x to the power of a over b is bth root of x to the power of a, and all that. Anyway, get rid of that. Now, x to the power of -1 I can bring to the denominator as x to the power of 1, and y stays at the top. So the answer is simply y over x. I got that answer from a lot of you guys. Well done. I wouldn't leave it as x to the power of -1, because the question says to give it in this form. So your a is 1, because here, and m is 1, n is also 1. Understood, everybody? M1, N1. Let me know in the chat if you are okay with everything. Which one, Alex? Where did you? So once you get to x to the power of -1, y to the power of 1, yeah, you could divide 3 divided by, you can simplify it if you want. So what I did was 3 times 2 is 6. So I have 6 in the numerator, 6 in the denominator. Cross them out. Yeah. Integers, yeah. The reason here we show is the question is asking you to give it in the form. It's not pedant. It's not asking you to show that. I mean, if you want to do one here and one here and one here, either way you're fine, guys. Yeah, that's it. Right. Easy question. 1 minute. 1 minute again. Let's quickly do that. Right. We are in good shape. We can finish by 8 o'clock. So that's not a problem. No problem. Let's do this. Yeah, both are fine. Yeah, you can do it either way. Yeah. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, happy to help, guys. Happy to help. Yeah. Because I have seen these patterns for a very long time. Oh my, because I started teaching in 2003. So, you guys weren't even born then. So, long time ago. And then I did it for a very long time. So I can just, you start to see when you do anything for that long, you just start to see the pattern. So it just helps. Yeah. Right. Let's have a look at this one, guys. Make x the subject. First of all, I don't need this root. So let's square both sides. So y squared is equal to 3x minus 4 over x add 2. I need to make x the subject. Now look, I've got an x here and I've got an x here. So now my job is to reduce it down to 1. So cross multiplication is the next step, guys. Y squared bracket x add 2 equals 3x take away 4. I'm tracking my x, right? The number x here, the letter x here. Look at this. It's here and here. Okay. Now let's multiply this out, right? So xy squared plus 2y squared is equal to 3x take away 4. Right. X here, x here. Now, guys, I need to get both x's to the same side. I can take it to either side, guys. It's okay. I'm going to take this term to the right. I'm going to bring this to the left. So I get 2y squared add 4 is equal to 3x take away xy squared. All right. Now what do we do? Now my x's are both on the same side. Okay, that's easy, right? Now what do I do? Factorize it. 2y squared add 4 is equal to, look, for the first time in this question, I now have only one x. Yeah? Say yes in the chat if you understand it, right? First time in this question, I have now one x, right? Just makes it easier. Now, all I need to do is just divide by bringing it to the other side. So 2y squared add 4 over 3 minus y squared is your x. Done. That is the answer, guys. Now listen, some of you may have done it slightly differently. Like at this point, what if you moved both x's to the left rather than moving that to the right? Let me do it that way as well. So you have xy squared. This 3x becomes minus 3x on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, I have negative 4. This 2y squared, I'm going to the right, becomes minus 2y squared. Now, like before, I've got x here and x here. Take the x out as a common factor. Y squared minus 3 is equal to negative 4, negative 2y squared. So I get x is equal to, because now x is on its own, there's only one x in my calculation, guys. So I get negative 4 take away 2y squared over y squared minus 3. Now, guys, this is exactly the same as that one. If you want to know how, just multiply any one of them by -1. See what happens. If I multiply this one by -1, -1, -1, -1, I get that, don't I? See, negative y squared becomes positive y squared. 3 becomes -3. 2y squared becomes -2y squared. Plus 4 becomes -4. Thumbs up if you understand this now, or send me in the chat if you see that now. Right? It does not matter, guys. Right? You can do it. Let me know something in the chat. Yeah. So either way, you will get full marks. But personally, you know what I'll do? I looked at the question at this point and I figured out if I move the x to the left-hand side, I get less negatives. So I went down that path. But do I have to do it? No. Either way, it's fine, guys. It works. Right, question number 17. Right, frustums. How do you like frustums, guys? Let me know in the chat. How do you like frustums? On a scale of 0 to 10. 10 means you really like the questions. Can I say? How do you like frustums? Rate it on a scale of 0 to 10. 0 to 10. All right, okay. Oh, that's good. Okay. I'm just getting some mixed responses here. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. Jokes aside, guys, you get these questions, a lot. So let's do it. Right. Like I said, these are proper higher tier style questions, guys. So let's do it. You do it, and then I'll explain it. I'm going to give you 3 minutes for this question, guys. 3. Let's try this. Any particular type of things you need help with, just let me know. Good. I'm getting a whole range, guys, right? I know this. So that's good. Okay. Right. Everybody concentrate on the question. So please try this question. Right. This question is to do with frustums as well as compound measures density. So it's a mix of it's 2 things mixed, guys. Really good question. Give this a try. If you're not sure what to do, like for the full part, do what you can do. Right? Think about how to find the volume of a frustum. How to find I'm not going to explain it right now. I will when you're done. It's okay, guys. If you're not sure about it, I will explain. Guys, just out of curiosity, like what city or town are you from? Message me. I'm going to do it, guys, in a bit. Yeah, in a bit. I'm going to do it in 1 minute. I'm just asking anyone like from London. I'm from Aylesbury. Manchester. Good. I'm in Buckinghamshire. So I was in Middlesex before in yeah, of course. Yeah, I know some of you for a long time. Yeah. Because some of my duties. Yeah. The volume of a cone 1/3 pi r squared h. Sheffield. Really? New York? Hull. Okay. I've got friends in Hull. So I've been to what is this? There's an aquarium in Hull. Been there. Humber Bridge. Yeah, I know those places. Harrow. I taught at Hatchin High School in Harrow. So Stratford, London. Oh, Aylesbury. Okay. That's where I'm from. I'm very close to, where the A41, that roundabout, that around there. Harrow, Romania. Okay. Yeah. She is my friend. Yes. Kent, Southall. Yeah. Good. Thank you, guys. I got some answers already. So let me just quickly do this one. Right, I'm making the question a little small so I have some space to work on this, right? So we are down to the last 3 questions now. This one, and we've got 2 more questions to do afterwards, okay? Let's have a look at this, guys. Now, a solid frustum is made by removing a small cone from a larger one. Yeah, we know that. So, guys, eyes on the board now. Let's have a look. So, a large cone, and you cut a small cone out of that. Okay. The larger cone has a radius 12 and height 30. Right. The frustum has a height 20. What is frustum? Frustum is this shape when you chop it up, right? Now, if that has a height of 20, that means the bit that you take from the top, that is 10. That is 10. Yeah. Right. The frustum is made from a material with density 2.7 grams per cubic centimeter. What is the mass? Now, guys, when I have mass and density, I know the formula is about density equals mass over volume. So I know the density, I need the volume, isn't it? I need the volume. Right. Let's see how we can do that. Okay. Now, these 2 triangles are similar. So if the radius of the top is r, so I know, let me draw them out separately, the small one and the big one. That's 12, 30, that's 10, and r. Now, look at the ratio, guys. This is 30 to 10. Oh, that's 1/3. So obviously, you need to divide the other one, right? 12 by 3. So the radius r is 4 centimeters. Yeah, right. Let's have a look. Right. Okay, guys. In the last couple of minutes, I need to really discuss this last question. So it's a really good one. I know the time. Just try and wait for that if you can, please. Right. I'm just telling you really quickly. I'm going to finish this one, and then we'll take it from there. Right. So the radius here is 4. Now, what is the volume of the big cone? It's 1/3 pi. Radius is 12 squared. Height is 30. Okay. What is the volume of the small cone? 1/3 pi. Radius is 4 squared times by 10. So if I take them away, that should give me my volume. Say yes if you understand it. Yeah. Yeah. So that gives you the volume as 4160 divided by 3 pi. Now, guys, I can press the SD button and convert into a decimal. I wouldn't do that for the time. Why? Because of the irrational nature of pi, I get this. Just leave it as it is. So I know the volume. Now, how do I find the mass? Mass is density times volume. So my density is 2.7 grams per cubic centimeter. This is in cubic centimeters. So I need to just multiply 4160 pi over 3. Yes. Frustum is not given. You're given the cone, right? Right. Okay, let's have a look, guys. So 2.7 multiplied by 4160 pi over 3 gives you 3744 pi. All right. Right, that is the volume. Now, sorry, that is a mass in grams. But the question is asking the mass in kilogram to 3 significant figures. I'm going to divide it by 1000. So I got 11.7621 kilograms. Do the rounding to 3 significant figures. 11.8 kilograms is the final answer, guys. That's a really good one. And I saw this from some of you. Yeah, well done. 11.8. Any questions about this before we go to next one? Anyone? Any questions, guys? No. Moving on. You can go back to the video, or you can have a look at it if you want. Guys, this question is sort of like a pretty straightforward one. The last one is a really good one. Are you okay? Because this one is show that this is quadratic. What do you need to do? Just show that the second difference is constant. Find an expression for the nth term. You can just use the normal formula, like 2a equals second difference, 3a plus b equals the second term. Take a first term, a plus b plus c is equal to the first term. Use that and you'll get it. Say yes in the chat if you are okay to skip this and go to the last question, because that's a good one, really good one. Is that all right? Yeah, okay. All right, that's great, guys. Okay. Right. Let's go to the last one, yeah? Right. This is a good question, guys. That's a final question. That's 6 marks. I'm going to give you a little bit of extra time for this one. I'm going to give you 4 minutes. Let's do it. Do the question and send me the answer in the chat, guys. We shall answer for which one? Oh, for the previous question. I'll have a look. Yeah, I'll try it. Good. Try this question, guys. Good question, really good question. I like this question. There are 2 different ways of doing this. You can do this in 2 different ways. Yeah. So as long as you figure out one method to do it, you're fine, guys. Yes, Grace, I have the PDF document here. I need to find a way to send it. What do you suggest? Yes, with answers. I mean, I've written the answer, so I can save it. So how would I send it? Do you want me to? I mean, I can probably give you my email. I don't. I'm not sure exactly. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Yeah. Guys, I'll probably, what I'm going to do, I'll give you my email address and you send me a blank message. Like, just ask me for it. I think that's the best way to do it. Yes, yeah, there are more things I need to tell about what might come up and few other things. I will show that to you, okay? Yeah. Guys, I just sent you my email address in the chat. I will be teaching right after this. I have another lesson, 2 more lessons actually later today. So I'll be in front of this computer. If you just let me know, if you just send me a blank email asking just like, PDF please or something, just PDF or something, right? I would know, and I will just say I haven't really produced a link yet. Yeah, just send me, and you can send it now, but I'll have to message it after this, because I'll have to save it and then quickly upload it to my Google Drive, and then, or a bit.ly link or something. I'll make a link and then I will send it to you. Yeah. Or I will make a link and yeah, we'll see. Yeah. I could try when this, because usually after the live, I think it takes a little bit of time for this video to process, and then it goes live, and then yeah. Jay, thank you. I got your message already. Yeah, I will reply to it. Thank you. Okay. All right. Well done. Yeah, I got the correct answer from some of you. Good. Well done. Good question. Yes. Thank you. Yeah. Right, guys. There are multiple ways of doing this question. I got another one as well for say. Yeah, I will email it to you guys. Yeah, soon. Right. Let's have a look, guys, because it's 8:02 already. So let me just do this. Listen. Here, AB is 16 centimeters. AC is 23 centimeters. BC is 28 centimeters. I'll do it. I'm doing it. Okay. Point D is on BC and it's perpendicular to that. So, okay, draw a perpendicular line like that. That is your D. Work out the length of D. Now, it looks like a height, so call it H. Okay. Now, this is what I thought first, right? Now, if I know these three things, I can easily work out the angle here. How? Cosine rule, isn't it? So a squared is equal to b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos a. Guys, is there another way of doing it? Yes, there is. Okay, I'm just doing it in one of the ways. So 28 squared, which is this one, is equal to 16 squared plus 23 squared minus 2 times 16 times 23 times cos A. Okay. Now, how do I find cos A? I need to do shift cos, inverse cos, 28 squared, take away 16 squared, take away 23 squared, and that whole thing divided by 2 times 16 times 23. Right? So here, I can just do that, and I get the angle A as 90.0778 degrees. Okay, right? So I know angle A is 90. It's almost a right angle triangle, but not exactly. Okay. Now, if I know that, I can easily work out the area of this triangle, right? How do I find the area of the triangle? Half AB sine C. Half times AB sine C. So 16 times 23 times sine 90.0778. Let's do that. That gives me the area as 183.9998304. I'm not rounding yet, guys, right? Let's do that. Okay, centimeter squared. Now, how do I find the area of a triangle? It's base 28, perpendicular height h divided by 2. Oh, right. So 183.9998304 is basically my base 28, height h divided by 2. So all I need to do is I have this answer, double it, and divide by 28. And that gives me the height as 13.1428 to 3 significant figures, 13.1 centimeters. Done. Now, it's a really good question, guys. Now, listen up. If you want to do it in another way, you can take BD to be, say, XN, and use this right angle triangle and use the other triangle and make an expression, and you can solve that to get X and then Pythagoras. Yeah, you got this? You understand this now? It's a hard one, guys. Okay, so listen again. If you are working at a slightly lower, like let's say it's not around 8 or 9, and don't bother too much about this one. If you understand it, that's great. Yeah. So, well, okay. How did I do the rearranging? Yes, I kind of did it pretty quickly there, right? Let me quickly show you that. All I did was this, right? A squared is equal to b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos. Move. So what do I get? A squared minus b squared minus c squared, right? Actually, let's bring this to the left first. 2bc cos I is b squared plus c squared, and I'm going to move a squared to the other side, minus a squared. Now divide both sides by 2bc. Cross. That's my cos A. Understood? Hello? Yes, you can do Pythagoras twice. Yes, yeah. You can use this length to be x or something, and then get an expression for the other one, 28 minus x, and then you can just combine those to get your x. Yeah, of course you can do that. Yeah, I know. It's just like this particular question is 90.07. It's so close to 90. I wasn't really expecting it when I made this question. It just happened that way. But generally, that's how it's done. Right. Guys, I think that's quite sufficient for now for this one. Let me just really quickly show you the other things that I need to quickly tell you. And then I'm going to wrap it up in the next 2 minutes. Maybe less. Right. 1 second, guys. Now, if you are aiming for a higher grade, if you are working for a higher grade, earlier, I did this predicted paper 2, and this is a grade 7 to 9 paper. So if you are working at a higher level, guys, look at this paper. See, these questions are a bit on the harder side, right? I mean, you can see all my working out here. I've literally done, see, really good questions, right? So if you want to do that, guys, I will send you the link. Well, I'll do it right now, actually. Here's the link. Please open that link. So this link shows you there are some more algebraic stuff, Vishal, you asked me earlier. So you can see those things. See this? Right? They're all pretty good questions. Slightly challenging stuff. Now, I also did another level 7 to 9 paper for paper 1. But when we did paper 1, all we did was just looked at, the possible questions. But anything that didn't come up on that, you can still use it here. Again, it's a really good paper as well. I mean, if you look at it, some of you may have done it. Those who are my duties, I may have given this to you. And here's the second link, guys. Open it up and you can see. And if you look at questions here, you can see PDFs are in the description there, right? So they're pretty good questions as well. So all of these questions, vector, some of you asked, you can see the vector questions and all that, right? So just make sure you do that as well. Second one. Third one is this predicted paper A. Now, what we did now was predicted paper B. Here's predicted paper A, which I did 11 days ago. And this is another one with algebraic proof and area half AB sine C, some vectors and all that. Guys, here's the thing, right? What the point I'm trying to make here is there are 3 papers here. You just learn all the question types in these 3. Yeah, it says non-calculator, but some questions are, you just use a calculator now. Yeah, don't bother about that. So these 3 papers, guys, I would say are possibly the ones that would cover pretty much the things that you want to do. Yeah. So grade 7 to 9 paper I did. The other grade 7 to 9 paper I did. Predicted paper A I did. And B is this one. So there are 4. Between those 4, I'm pretty sure, well, it's kind of more possible to make a paper without overlapping any of those, right? Well, a lot of topics that I think, let me just see. There were some topics that I thought would come up for predicted. 1 second. I think here are the most likely topics. Guys, please take a screenshot if you want. So I thought these things, standard form, reverse percentages, direct proportion, yeah, all of that. Simultaneous, graph transformation, probability tree diagrams, Venn diagrams, compound interest, cumulative frequency. I think these are very likely questions. Vectors, iteration, multi-step trig, algebraic proof, reasoning, non-linear simultaneous equations. Take a screenshot, guys. These are very likely to come. Yeah. Then these are some other topics that I think are possibly come, which I split them as paper A and paper B. And these are the other things: compound measures, density, pressure, indices, transformations, frequency, density, quadratic graph, box plots, all that stuff, guys. Please take a screenshot. Please do all the other things that I've sent you. 2 things. Then, yeah, that's it. I mean, I will be doing 2 more live sessions. One for physics paper 2. Physics is the other. I mean, I teach both sciences and physics I teach for A levels as well. So physics I'll do a paper 2 live, like I did for yesterday, which many people said that you got similar questions. And maths paper 3 I'll do another live. So please keep an eye. I will just post it on my YouTube channel and all that. Right? All right. No, I don't teach further maths. I used to do certain elements of that before, but no, I teach A-level physics and GCSE, all maths and sciences. Right. Good luck, guys. I hope it helped, and good luck for tomorrow. Right. I'm sure you guys will do it really well. Right. Bye, everyone.